Welcome to the train station.
We're gonna need that water noise to cut it out.
I can't even hear you.
Looks a little burnt. A little red back there. I mean, it's just the lighting.
He's just getting his tan on.
Yeah, eventually.
Get to work on the intro, big guy.
Well, welcome. How's it going, man?
Oh, it's going good, going good. Wish it was a little nicer out, but can't complain.
It's 1,000,000,000 degrees outside right now.
Yep.
It is a little toasty. It's all like humid too because all the rain yesterday.
Yeah.
Like this morning I walked out of the house and like could barely breathe because it was just everywhere in the air.
Yeah. My brother left today and he gets to escape it. He's going up to Minnesota with our roommate because I didn't get invited to their family vacation.
What's up with that?
Well, they're the same age. They're freshmen. And I basically got told by all the parents, like, make sure none of them die. So I've been guiding them. They're under my wing. Just like done some stuff the parents probably don't need to know about, but we're having fun.
Live and learn.
Yeah.
You want to introduce yourself?
My name is Brady. Friends with Trevor. And associates.
Associates, yeah.
But
we've met before.
Yeah.
Slightly.
I think we were at the brewery, and then I've been at the Ag Sig homecoming,
Yeah.
I think every year.
See,
So,
I feel like you've come out to the bar a few times. We've like been when I've been there.
yeah, Harpo's.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Still looking for a
Fieldhouse.
sponsor.
But also, I think, did you come over to the row with?
Yeah. Whenever you lived over there, yeah. Yeah, because that's whenever I was living over there too.
Yeah, there was a bunch of us a couple of those nights. But
We would pack your old house, like, full of people.
Big like pitch tournaments.
pitch tournaments, poker. One night, I think we literally had everyone get off the bus that we had there because we had a shuttle that took everyone downtown and back. And I think we got like up to 30 people in there.
Jeez.
Just crazy.
Those shuttles were so nice just because, like, they would run all night long. And
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Back
2
over there.
a.m., don't have a ride. Oh, going to the bus stop.
I forgot they even did that. Yeah.
Dude, student housing is nice. Now that I'm out of it, it's like, oh, man, you got to pay your own utilities. You don't get anything like our pool at our current place. I think it's been open like 1 week this summer.
Really.
Yeah.
That sucks.
And it was open for like 3 days, and they're like, oh, hey, something broke, and we can't fix it for 2 weeks. And I was just like, why are we even paying for it?
Can you not live there when you're not a student?
You can.
At the row.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can. I don't think we're too many though. I know our like random roommate wasn't in school when he lived with us.
There were definitely some people there that were not in college. But
yeah.
I think about East Campus all the time. Like, we would see, like, old people walking through, like, just through the streets. And it's like,
I feel like, yeah, especially like in the mornings when I would go to class or go to work, they'd be like on their morning walks or something like that.
Oh, yeah. And then I think it's just because it's cheap and nicer than a lot of the other apartments you get.
it's a good spot, too. It's not far from anything. And
No, and the
It's
rent
quiet.
was great the first year we were there, well, only year, because it was $325 a month,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just paid your electric bill once every 2 months, and it was like $40.
oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, it was pretty cheap.
That's what gets me about living in a college town is they just, like, price gouge the hell out of students.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like, I went from the first apartment I lived at, which was the Den, which where all the stories that I'm going to tell happened at. But it was $575 or $525 a month because we got the biggest rooms. And there was just a lot of amenities. You had a big pool, grills, like game stuff, sauna, and like a weight room. So like there's 2 buses, one that showed up like every 10 minutes. So it was really nice. But then I went to the row and it's $325, and I was like, wow, like we're killing it.
Yeah.
I'm saving a bunch of money just working part time. And then we tried to re-sign, and they told us like, oh, we already have your spot. Like 4 other people have already signed for it. So then we had to rush and go to the place where I'm currently at, which is the Falls, which is like 5 minutes away from there. And it was $425 a month for 4 of us. And now it's going up to like $525, and I'm like, damn. And like no amenities, no pools, nothing.
Oh.
Did the row have a pool?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What?
It wasn't terrible. There were
Yeah.
always like plans to like upgrade it, but I feel like it wasn't like closed like consistently. So at least you could go like in there.
Yeah. I was there 4th of July weekend because one of my buddies, his girlfriends lived there for like 4 years. And we got in there, and I think it's the same. They just made it nice. Like they fenced everything off, and you just punch a code in to get in now. So,
Not too bad.
yeah. Still pretty nice place.
Yeah, I was like having a 2-car garage as like a 20-year-old. My parents were like, "What the heck?"
I know. And parking was never bad there either,
Yeah.
which is no, you can't say that about many other places.
Because the row was like townhomes.
Or like
Yeah.
duplexes.
Yeah,
you know.
okay.
Yeah. And never got any complaints from the neighbors, which was nice. Don't know how, especially some of the nights. 5 a.m. You have 15 people out back smoking darts.
You remember the one time we had people, or like one of the times we had people over, and I think it was Aaron because we were in our backyard, or whatever, like playing music, and somebody threw like a water bottle at him, and we never knew who it was because it was dark. But he's like, "What the heck?" And it just like popped on the ground, like a whole water bottle just thrown at his head. Like, who would do that to somebody? Why not just tell us to be quiet?
Dude, some people are scared of confrontation, but they still
Yeah.
want to like get the message across.
It's efficient, I
It was
guess.
wild.
How was the rodeo?
I enjoyed it. Didn't go Friday because I'm getting up there in age. Too old, can't compete. But Saturday was fun. Started drinking at 5. Yeah, 5, because that was when we were all at Aaron's, and I got tricked into eating an ouch wing, which is, I thought they were just like, oh, pour the rub on it, and it comes in like a great value Walmart thing. So I'm like, oh, this isn't gonna be too spicy. And then I do that, and I take a bite, and they're like, oh, that's homemade, and there's ghost peppers, cayenne, and all this stuff in it. And I'd already like did this and rubbed across my face.
No.
Dude, for like 3 hours, there was just like a burning line right here across my forehead. It was not fun. But Aaron's, his birthday was pretty cool. And then we went to the rodeo. Have to say, saw a bunch of people I hadn't seen, which usually that's the thing. Got to see Schnelton, J-Rock, all the boys. And then just drank, had a good time.
It was a fun time. It was hot though.
Yeah.
I was sweating my ass
And
off.
saying like your Instagram posts, they looked like everybody was kind of like sweaty. Like I think there was a picture of it was like you, Quinn, and Kyle looked like drenched.
I think last year was nice. 2 years ago it was even hotter. Dude, those are brutal. You're just sitting there, like, shoulder to shoulder with everyone, and it's like 98 out, and you're just sweating because of the humidity, which you can say fuck on here, right?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. Fuck Max. Just kidding, Max. I love you.
So I bumped into Brady at Aaron's thing. He told me he had some wild stories to share.
Some wild stories.
Yeah. So the first one is, it's a decently long story, but freshman year, I didn't go to Mizzou. I went up to Truman State in Kirksville. Not a great time.
Go Bulldogs.
Go Bulldogs. Had a great running back that year.
Yeah.
But my roommate gets a FaceTime from Heath, which is one of my boys, and he's just in the middle of Tiger Stadium. And we're like, dude, how'd you get in? He's like, dude, it's not that hard to get in here, and there's like no security. And he was just telling me all this stuff, and I was like, dude, I'll go down there like 1 year, and I'll like see what's up. Because I'd love to go do that, just be in the middle of Tiger Stadium down there. And
LSU.
LSU.
Death Valley. Baton Rouge. Purple and gold. But sophomore year comes around, and for spring break, didn't have anything planned. So me and my cousin, Harper, which I don't know if... Were you at the rodeo?
No, I haven't gone.
He went to the lake instead.
Sad.
Nobody told me about the rodeo.
Third week in July.
Every year.
Every year. But Harper's at the rodeo, and you've met him before. But we were like, all right, we're going to go down to Baton Rouge. And his family owns a hotel in New Orleans, so we were going to Baton Rouge, New Orleans. Little wrench got thrown in there because my roommate paid for a hotel in Panama City Beach. And he was like, 4 of us are going. And then 2 of the people the day of were like, we're not going to go.
No.
He was like, I already put the money down. And they're like, well, we're not paying you or something. And he texted me and he's like, would you do this? And I was like, yeah, sure. So me and Harper drove down at like 7 p.m. on a Sunday, picked Heath up at like 8 a.m. in Baton Rouge, and went to Panama City Beach for 2 days. And we finally got back to Baton Rouge, I think that Wednesday. And we got back there at like 8 p.m. He's like, you guys want to go into Tiger Stadium, Death Valley? And we were like, sure, dude. Like, we don't care. We don't give a fuck. And I remember we just pulled up beside the stadium because he lives right next to it. And you can see it out of like where he lived at, right through his windows. And we pulled up right next to it. We just start walking up like the outside to get to the highest part of the stadium, like the nosebleeds. And there's like this gate that was about this tall that just keeps you out from up there. So all we did was just, I don't know how he did it by himself, but we like boosted each other up and over it and got inside. And then all you have to do, you can literally like, we went inside like all the box seats because everything is unlocked. There's like no locks on anything. So everything's unlocked. We go in like some box seats. We looked at that, like pretty nice. Walked down on the field. Sadly, I only have like 2 photos of it because my phone had got stolen like 2 weeks before. So I was like on my old iPhone 6 Plus or something, and none of that saved to the cloud. So I could find more, but we go down there like we're in the middle of the field. We go, I think it's like the west entrance where they have all this stuff, and you just walk in, and it's the home locker room, the coach's office, and like all their practice facilities I think are there. So we go in and you see like they have a whiteboard, and it's got all their plays and stuff written down on it. So us, we're like, you know what, let's leave our mark here. So we just erased a little bit of it and went, put all our names down, and then we put like a couple other people from Boonville down. Just been like, Spencer was here. I think we put Quinn was here, and then we just sent it to all them in the group chat. And we're like, hey, you guys were here with us too. If we get in trouble, they were there too. And then after that, we were like, oh, that's cool. Like, that was pretty amazing. We go into Coach... I don't know if it was Coach O's office, because I can't remember if he'd been fired by then for hitting on some women he shouldn't have been. Pretty sure it was like one of the... From what the story I was told was the head like athletic director's wife. That he was like, hey...
Really?
Didn't know who she was.
Go Tigers.
Hey, pretty lady. It's like, that's your boss's wife, brother. Lay off. But we go in there, and there's all these packets of gum in his desk, but there's only 2 pieces of gum in each one, which is really weird. So I don't know if it was some ritual, like, 1 piece of gum for the first half, 1 for the second, or what. But you just go in there, and it was like 100 at least.
Like packs of gum?
Packs of gum, each with only 2 pieces in there. I'm like, do you pay some intern? Probably don't pay them, but do you just go, hey, I need you to take all the gum out of these and just leave 2 in there?
What kind of gum was it?
It wasn't 5 gum.
Wrigley? Were they little sticks or big sticks?
Big sticks.
Hmm.
Trying to
Extra.
remember. It might have been extra. It's like, or do you put that in there with a little bit of tobacco to make it a little sweeter, Coach O? But, and then we were like, oh, that's done. We're going to head back to the apartment. So we were just walking with Heath, and we're like, this isn't the way back to the car. He's like, oh, no, we're going to go into the basketball stadium now.
Wow.
So I think the doors were just unlocked on that one, or he just knew that they left like one maintenance door unlocked because he just went up, opened it, and we just walked in there. It's LSU basketball stadium. Walking around, went to the locker room. We actually saw somebody, and like they saw us. So we just kind of like looked at them, like, "Hey, we're here on official business. Don't worry about it." But we got to go into their locker room. I should have grabbed a bunch of stuff, but I didn't because I was like, if we walk around,
Carrying jerseys and like
yeah, it's like they'll probably be like, oh, all this stuff's missing. We're actually gonna like watch security footage, but if we just walk around, we're just big fans, guys. Why are you punishing us?
But it's crazy they didn't have like more security at like either one.
You would think. And I was like, how did you find all this out? Because when he FaceTimed me the first time, it was like within a week of us being in college. I guess it's just because it was the COVID year.
Oh.
Had nothing to do, and he was just like, I'm going to break into a stadium. You know, go in everyone's office. And then I can't quite remember, but I'm pretty sure we ended up going into the volleyball stadium as well, or if their volleyball stadium was also their basketball one. I can't remember. Because there was a bunch of like Livy Dunn memorabilia, and I was like, dude, because that was Heath's girl at the time. We were like, dude, when are you and Livy Dunn getting engaged? And he was just like, oh, dude, don't worry about it. That's my girl.
Pre-Paul.
Yeah.
Wow.
Paul Skeens stole my boy's girl. Sad.
Did you see the Tiger? Mike the Tiger?
Yes, dude. He's pretty cool.
Tap on the glass.
Where do they keep him?
It's just this big enclosure. It's I think it's brick.
In the football stadium?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's on campus though.
Oh.
It's like in their quad, right?
Yeah. So imagine like if you just went by the columns and then we just had a tiger.
Oh, so literally like anybody can go see like the tiger.
Yeah.
Like while you're walking to class and stuff.
Yeah, like when I went down there in March, like we just walked by and you just see a bunch of people taking pictures like by the glass, and Mike's just chilling in there. It's a pretty big enclosure. It's got water and everything in it. But it's pretty cool. And I was like, why don't we do that? Get Truman in here.
Get a real tiger. I don't know if he would like the Missouri. Well, never mind. I'll say he wouldn't like the Missouri Heat, but also
Tigers
is
or
Baton Rouge any better?
Yeah, well, it depends because there's a bunch of different. Yeah, I mean, you got the Siberian, Bengal tiger. They go hot to cold, so.
Truman's a Bengal.
Is that on the Truman test you had to take?
Don't worry about it.
Can't leak that info. But, dude, Mike was pretty cool. Great food down there.
Oh, I bet.
Is Mike one of the ones, like, do they walk him, like, into the stadium on game days?
They used to. They had stopped it. So they used to, sedate him and then, like, put him in a cage, bring him out, and then, like, he would wake up by the time the game kicked off.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Don't know if animal rights activists like that too much.
Right. I take that back. They probably don't.
But,
South Carolina saws the Gamecock.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Arkansas has the Razorback.
Georgia has the Bulldog.
Bulldog.
We got nothing, dude. We gotta step up our game.
We have the Mules, I guess.
Yeah. We got the Cannons.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, we have the cannon. The cannon is iconic.
Doesn't LSU have a cannon too?
I don't know. I've never, and something I wish I could have done when Mizzou was playing them down there is just go down there and watch a game in Death Valley, which, dude, the amount that they drink down there pregame, I don't want to say stole. We acquired so much alcohol because they all take the foam coolers, like they're tailgating, and they all take these foam coolers and they just leave them. As soon as the game starts, everyone just leaves their alcohol out and just goes in. Like I think it was literally like $3,000 worth of alcohol that we picked up that they just left out there, and it was a drop in the bucket, dude. It's actually insane.
Crazy strat.
Shit.
Free
Yeah.
alcohol.
Dude, we brought it back up after spring break. It was amazing. Because he was just like, I have all this alcohol in my fridge, and I'm not going to be able to drink all of it by the time, the semester was over and he was coming back. So he's like, take it up with you. So we got free alcohol for like 3 months living at the den.
Jeez.
It was nice.
How was Baton Rouge?
It's
Have you been to New Orleans? Sorry.
Yes.
Two
Oh, yeah.
questions.
Baton Rouge is nice. You usually got to stay on campus because there's there's really nice parts and really bad parts, but great food. LSU's campus is different from Mizzou's because it's almost its own part of Baton Rouge because it's like up. I don't know if they have a lake down there or what, but it's almost up on the water, and then you have like LSU, and then you have the rest of Baton Rouge, so it's like its own thing.
So it's like a college and then city, not
Yeah.
like college and then city surrounds it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
like you can't really tell when Mizzou's campus ends, but you can tell with LSU. Good food. My buddy showed me a place when I was down there the last time, DP Dough, which
I love DP dough.
we just got one here, which he didn't know because he was like, dude, I miss it so much. Dude, it's amazing.
I've yet to go. I haven't gone yet.
Me neither.
Roni rolls, amazing.
My first time having DP dough was K-State Fake Patties Day, which I don't know if you guys know, but it's a huge deal. It's like their stop day, but everyone's wearing green, so it's like thousands of people out in the streets, and then everyone's drinking, everyone's partying, and it's a really good time. But I remember first time I was I was pretty drunk. I haven't been this drunk in a long time. And my friend, like his high school friend, was like, "You hungry?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "We'll take you to the DP Dough truck." So I was,
Wings too, dude. It's perfect for when you're just like, I'm hungry and I want something to eat. Dude, you got wings, and it's actually pretty decently priced, which you can't really say that about much anymore. But
Is that like the calzone place that everybody
Yeah.
talks about? So they got a bunch of like calzones.
yeah, it's pretty good. And then New Orleans was amazing. Heath's dad actually gave us a tour because their hotel's in the French Quarter. It's
Really?
beautiful. Yeah. If you ever go down there, I forget what it's called. It's a French name. He's going to be pissed at me for this, but I don't remember what it's called. But
Eiffel Tower.
no,
Yes.
it's a woman's name because I think that was who owned it before they bought it. But it's really nice. Like the one room we stayed in when we went down there. Like if any of you watched Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit,
Oh yeah.
literally like one of the doors is almost a Hobbit door,
That's so cool.
and it's beautiful. We went to the French Quarter, and there's another place which isn't even like richer part of town that we went to, and it was amazing. But Heath's dad gave us a tour, and he knows his stuff. He's just like, oh yeah, here in the 1800s they did this, this, and this, and then like 40 years ago, this is how it came to be. We ate at the one donut shop that's super famous in New Orleans.
Oh, the beignet place.
The
Cafe
beignets.
Beignet,
Oh
something
yeah,
like that.
those were good.
Cafe.
Isn't it?
It's
Cafe-
DuPont.
Or
Oh,
DuPont,
DuPont.
yeah.
Yeah.
but their beignets
Dumont.
are great.
Dumont.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beignets, great.
I think they're kind of mid. Not gonna lie. Like they're good, but like that place is so busy
Oh yeah,
that I feel like there's better spots there.
yeah,
It's just like world renowned.
yeah. He also, his dad took us to like this candy shop, which is just a little hole in the wall, and he's like, "This is the best spot in the city." And I spent like $30 and I was still like eating stuff 6 months later, and I was just like, "Dude, this is amazing."
My friend actually went to New Orleans a couple weeks ago, and he like got all of his money stolen while he was.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
He was like walking. He's probably, if he finds out I said this, he's probably gonna kill me. But he was there for like a conference, and so he was walking down the street, like the main street. What's it called? The
Bourbon Street.
Bourbon. Yeah. He was walking down Bourbon Street because I guess he was like a 20-minute walk to his hotel or whatever. And so he's walking down, and a car pulls up right beside him, and they're like, "You're going the wrong way. Like you need to turn around. Like go the wrong way." And he walks up, and he's like, no, I think I'm going the right way. Like, shows him his phone, and they just snatch it out of his hand and speed off down the street.
Did he have like a phone wallet? How did he lose?
So his phone was unlocked whenever they snatched it, and so they got into like his bank account, and even though they didn't have his password, since his phone was unlocked, they're like, reset password. Let's go over to the email app, like change password, whatever they wanted. They moved like $8,000 out of his savings into his checking, and then Venmoed themselves and Cash Apped themselves like all the money.
Yeah, I mean, with that easy of a paper trail, it's probably.
I think he got it all back.
Yeah.
But it's just like I think he said he's basically just out the cost of a new phone because like there's no way he's getting his phone back.
Oh yeah.
But like in that moment, like that's insane.
Yeah, I know about being like, what do I do about my stolen phone? Like the last ping on Find My iPhone was a week ago in Jeff City, and they were just like, it's gone. Buy a new one. Nothing you can do about it.
Your phone got stolen too?
Yeah, when I said earlier, like right before spring break.
Oh.
That spring break.
Okay.
Yeah, my phone got stolen because
it was here?
Yeah, it was in Columbia.
Wow.
It was like, I think 2 weeks after Sam's car got stolen.
Oh, no.
And what I did is I got off work. I went to work out with my roommate Josh, and I was like, all right, I'm going to go buy groceries because I'm not going to have anything to eat for the rest of the week. And it was like 8:40 or 8:50 when I got back from that, so I just went upstairs, put all the groceries in the fridge, and like made some food, and I was just like, dude, I'm fucking whooped. So I went to bed, didn't realize I left my phone in my car, and someone like shimmied my door open because I woke up the next morning at like 7:30, and I was like, oh, my alarm didn't go off, and I was like, oh, I don't have my phone. So I went down to my car, and I just see my front doors cracked open like that much. I was like, oh shit. So they stole my phone, didn't steal anything out of the change cup, and I also had my pistol under my front seat, which they just didn't find, so that would have been even worse.
Yeah.
That would have been a bad time, just being like, listen, I need to report this as stolen, and please just, if anything bad happened with it, it wasn't me.
Jeez.
But, yeah, it got stolen. I was not happy with that, because I like had to text my parents on my old phone, which didn't have a plan or anything, so I'm like on Wi-Fi, and I'm like, then I had to text the people at work, and I was like, hey, like I'm not coming in today, I'm going to buy a new phone. And my boss was like, oh, like why? And I was like, phone got stolen, and they always like, I worked at CarQuest, and I like delivered parts. I was like a delivery driver, and they always like, every other time you're out there, they call you, and they're like, hey, swing over here. And I'm like, I wouldn't be able to do that, so I'm just not going to come in. And they're like, all right. But yeah, it got stolen. And the only other thing I know of stuff getting stolen here in Columbia was Harper. I don't know if he left I think he left his car unlocked, and he had golf clubs in the back of his car.
Oh, no.
I mean, they were shitty clubs, but he woke up one morning, and he was like, dude, my trunk's open, and my fucking clubs are gone.
Still, that's
the main reason I moved my clubs out of my car, because I was like, if my stuff ever gets broken into, that's literally all I have in my car, so they're gonna take something like that.
I used to carry my clubs in my car, and I just don't anymore.
Yeah.
Now I just got my hunting clothes in there, and I'm like, fuck, if you steal those, I guess I just have to upgrade.
They won't even be able to see it.
Yeah.
That's what Joe's car got broken into a couple weeks before he left. And, I mean, I think he left it unlocked. I don't know, because me and Jonathan's cars like weren't even touched, is what it looked like. And he said that all he took was a bunch of gift cards, which I guess is probably like one of the best things to take, because you can't track it at all.
Nope.
So he's like, yeah, they just took all my gift cards out of there.
That sucks.
Which sucks.
Still, I mean, I don't know. Do you have a change cup?
I have I have like a baggie of change.
I feel like every time someone breaks into a car, they never steal the change. They steal something else that's like, whatever. Like your phone is probably locked. I maybe I don't understand the science behind it, or like how they get into a locked phone.
Dude, I think they just are, depending on who sells it, they're just like, I'm going to sell this for like $60 to whoever wants it. Just be like, fuck them.
Yeah, true.
I mean, people stealing stuff probably aren't going to be the smartest.
Yeah. But the change cup's always left behind.
Yeah.
Nobody wants change.
Dude, and I think I probably have like $20 worth of change in that thing. It's pretty heavy.
That's how I used to pay for like my Zins. Like I would always pull out like quarters out of my change bag. So like it's basically free money. Like it's just sitting here.
Oh yeah.
You guys still have piggy banks?
No, it's basically like that bag.
Dude, I live by a piggy bank still. Like any loose change I have, just I collect it. Throughout my 4 years in college, I had one that was just like almost like full, and then we also had a cup that like sat on our counter, and I cashed it all in. And it was like $150.
Yeah. I think I don't really do that, but if I see I have like, I always used to go, I'd give myself like $200 to spend during the week out of my paycheck. And then like 300 would go into savings. And if I like saw anything else, I'd just throw that into my Robinhood account. Which, do you guys know what that is?
Mm-hmm. Like the investment?
Yeah, they were the ones with one of the big scandals when all the, what was that? I don't think it was the FTX stuff. It was they made a movie about it.
No.
AMC.
I'm thinking like, yeah, no. That might be right, actually.
Yeah, I think it was the AMC stuff when people like shorted all the investment banks shorted the stocks, and then everyone on Reddit was like, dude, if we just all invest, like it's free money, and then you just screw over this like giant investment bank. And Robinhood was just like, oh, you guys can't cash out. And they got sued. Their asses got sued off. But
it's crazy. This episode's sponsored by Robinhood.
This episode is sponsored by Zen. No, I wish. But yeah, dude, biggest mistake of my life was I saw Bitcoin was at 15,000 like senior year of high school, and I was like, and all these people were like, dude, it could hit 20,000 in like 2 years. That's a great investment. So I put like $300 into it, and within like a year it was up to like 75,000, and I was like, dude, I made like I think I like tripled my money. But I was like, dude, I had so much money in high school that was just sitting in a savings account that if I threw that in there, it would have been so much money, dude.
I still kick myself all the time for that same reason. It's like I would talk myself into like investing into crypto, and then it crashes, and I'm like, okay, maybe not. And then I think about it, I'm like, that's the perfect time to have gone in.
Like when Trump announced all the tariffs, and I saw all the stocks go down, dude, I immediately was like, oh, I'm putting $200 into the market. Because from what I've learned from really intelligent people on the internet, is just if stock crashes, dude, just pump money into it, and it's got to go back up sometime.
Eventually.
Yeah, I wish I would like have more balls to like play stuff like that. Like I've never like invested or anything, or played like the stock market or anything like that.
Yeah, my brother invested into Nvidia, so he's basically just printing money right now. They just hit like 1 trillion market cap or something. He's like, dude, why is the stock going up? And I was like, stock news. Oh, Nvidia, 1 trillion market cap. I'm like, yeah. I was like, why didn't you tell me? And he's like, I didn't think you'd care.
About making money.
Yeah.
He's a billionaire now, and it's just whatever.
What was the GameStop thing?
Oh, that was part of the AMC thing.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Basically, the people on Wall Street, especially investment bankers, they like to, shimmy the system a little bit. So they saw that, GameStop was probably on its way out because you have Game Pass and all this stuff. And then they're like, oh, AMC movie theaters. Well, it's COVID. No movies are being made. No one's going to the movies. So they're like, we'll short this. And if you short a stock, you basically, it's complicated, but you're basically putting all your money on the stock just going through the floor, and someone has to pay that out to you if the stock loses value. And all these people on Reddit were like, oh, all these bankers are going, oh, GameStop's a terrible investment, AMC's a terrible investment, like it's going to crash, like people with a real voice. They're like, oh, and they're shorting this. So the financial part of Reddit basically said, if we all pull in like X amount of dollars and the stock goes up, like the amount that these investment bankers will have to pay is going to be astronomical. And then they did, and then the line kept going up, and all of a sudden the investment bankers were like, you have to stop this. Like, I think they literally talked to or were begging someone in the financial. I don't think it was the Fed, but they were trying to get government officials involved and be like, "Stop this! We're losing too much money. Please help us." But dude, everyone who invested on that made an insane amount of money.
Yeah, I remember when that was all going down. I don't remember the specifics like that, but I remember being insane. People just going wild, buying and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So you trust Robinhood? It's so back and forth on what trading platform is the best.
Robinhood's just the one I've always used. There's probably better ones out there, but I don't have that much money in it because right now I have a Roth, so I'm just
pump that fool.
Dude, I basically it's through my church, basically. It's Thriving, so it's a Lutheran organization, but he was you can go little risk, medium risk, or the higher risk, and I was just higher risk, dude. He's like usually, and he told me, people don't do that, but it'll make you the most money, because over time, the stock market's always going to go up, and if you're in higher risk stuff, your gains are going to be greater. So I've been putting money into that.
Hell yeah.
But diving in on a pump and dump scheme, almost on some Bitcoin-esque stocks.
You watching the Twitter trends?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I made so much money. Me, my roommate Josh, and his older brother Kyle. I just saw it started trending on Twitter in 2020 was Dogecoin, because Elon Musk tweeted about it, and it was half a cent per share. So I put $50 in it, because I think payday was 2 days from there, so I was $50. Dude, it went up to right now it's 15 cents a share. And
wow.
Yeah. But usually those are mostly pump and dump schemes where the Hawk Tua coin or whatever, where she it went up and then she sold everything she had, and everyone else who was smart was oh, stock's about to go down.
Wait, so what's the thing on Twitter? They just start talking about.
So if you ever get on the trending thing on Twitter, what you'll see a lot is it's going to be a coin, and they'll just boost up on the trending page. Usually those are going to be the ones that are everyone invests in, and then all of a sudden everyone pulls out of.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of insidious in some way, because there's some people who shouldn't be investing. They're oh, I'm going to put this week's paycheck into this, because obviously it's going to keep going up. But if you're smart about it and you're I'm putting my money in until it doubles, and the moment it does, you're just I'm out. I have 300. I checked it this morning because my brother was oh, I'm down $6 today. But I checked my Robinhood today, and I think I'm at $226 from the 50 or 60 I invested a year ago.
It's so addicting.
Dude,
once you get in there, I feel I'm checking it every day, even though it's little growth or it drops down a little bit.
Especially if you get a day where it's I think a week ago, I hit a 15% day, so I got $30 just into the account in one day. You're oh, I got to start watching this every day now. But day trading is a hell of a thing.
Jeez.
I don't know if I could ever get into that.
I couldn't.
No. I'm too scared to even just do Robinhood or normal investments. I don't think I can make my sole living off of just watching that stuff and watching the trends.
Well, the thing is, it's not even whether or not the company has value, it's what people think.
Yeah.
With the Trump thing, literally everyone I followed on Twitter was dude, Trump's saying this, it's going to tank the market. And then in 2 days, it's going to go back up. And the next day, they were $1.5 trillion gone from the stock market. And within 2 days, they were $3 trillion have been added to the stock market. It's okay, it's all fake, but you can make some real money on it.
How often do you think stuff insider trading and stuff like that goes on?
All the time.
Dude, you want to make some real money? It's an AI thing, but it just tracks people in Congress, what stocks they buy, because it's public. And I think Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell or Dan Crenshaw, those are the top three. and they outperform the market by like 150% every year.
Really?
And those are just like, they buy it way earlier than, because it's like 20 days to where like they have to publicly say, this is what I bought. But even then, you're making 150% on top of what the market went up.
Yeah.
So you can make some real money if you follow those things.
I have seen that strategy, though. Yeah.
Dude. But hey, insider trading isn't real, guys.
No.
Trust the plan.
Not when you have a fancy, cool title.
Crisp.
That did sound kind of cool, I'm not going to lie.
Welcome to the train station, ASMR.
Classy episode.
So, I heard you're into conspiracies.
Yes. I was wondering if this was going to come up.
Conspiracies.
That's line 3. 1, introduce yourself. 2, LSU. 3, conspiracies. You don't have to, like, out yourself. And they're like,
So what do I
walls
want
of
to
the wall
talk
crazy.
about? September 11th, the Oklahoma City bombing, how money's not real. I mean, there's a lot of things. And this is Keith again. He's an anthropologist. So there's a lot of conspiracies about like when did like our timeline of where humans appeared and like what we did prehistory before we had writing is not very accurate. Because like in America, there's like the Clovis civilization, which has all this distinct stuff, and like the academic thinking is Clovis first. There was no people here before that, but they found a bunch of stuff. Like there's this giant wall, I think up in like Montana, like this giant stone wall that would have had to been like almost medieval in nature for humans to make. But it's from like 80,000 years ago, which is 80 or 90,000, which is before they think humans came here. And then like the biggest piece of evidence was they were mining out in California, and then they just see these 2 mammoth tusks like come up out of the ground, and one of them just like disintegrates, but the other one's in perfect condition. And they just see it's been cut open like on a vertical line, and then all of the marrow has just been scraped out, and then it was like put back together. Which obviously, like, no animal is going to do that other than a person who's like, all right, we're going to do this and then we're going to close it back up. And then a bunch of the academics were like, nah, it can't be. Like, we can't be wrong. We can't just be like, oh, human civilization way before what we thought and, like, our history's wrong. No, it's just coincidence. Like, some bear did that. Just doesn't make sense.
I feel like a lot of stuff is just kind of lost in time. Like, the burning of the Library of Alexandria.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, I wonder what was in there, or like what they used to know. Like I found some dumb YouTube video about like the Terracotta Warriors.
Oh, yeah?
And the whole theory about how like, oh man, I really have to think about this now. It was like, there was like a written proverb about how like was it Chinese? The Chinese king or emperor, like had a army built and like his image, and then like he was buried in a tomb with like all this stuff, and then it was like surrounded by like a river of mercury, and then like they started digging, and then they started testing the soil, and it was like really poisonous, of like high in mercury. It's like I don't even know how I got to that point, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's so much history that's just forgotten or
like
lost.
people didn't believe. Herodotus, who wrote like all the stuff about the Greek history and stuff, like how we didn't believe the Trojan War was real until like 100 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, because I think it was the early 1900s, like right before World War I. Some guy, I think he was German, was just in Turkey and was just digging because he was like, I'm gonna find Troy, and then he did, and people were like, there's no way, because like before that it was like the Trojan War was just a myth, like no city of Troy actually existed. And there's so much stuff like that. They found something else. I think it was like these masks. I think it was either Persians or Scythians that Herodotus wrote, and he was like, oh, they wore like these bug masks or something like that. It was like weird masks and armor. People were like, oh, that doesn't make sense. And then, like, again, I think it was like a year ago, they literally, like, dug this stuff up in Asia. And we're like, oh, hey, this is almost exactly like he wrote. And we were just like, oh, it's crazy before. Same thing with, like, Atlantis. I follow this one guy who talks about, like, the end of the last ice age and how, like, it was probably, like, a cataclysmic event for human civilization. But, like, Atlantis was probably real, in my opinion, because you have, like, the mid-Atlantic ridge, which is, like, it's hundreds of feet, I think, below water. I don't know if that's accurate, but, like, it's not far below, and, like, we find, I think they found, like, human artifacts there. But it's like, if you think about it, during the Ice Age, like, the water level was much lower. It's like how you get the land bridge from Asia to North America. It's like people could have easily, like, settled there, and it would actually been, like, a pretty great time. Like, tropical island, middle of the Atlantic, a lot of fish.
It's true.
Which, I mean, again, we just think it's, you know, fantasy, myth, until, you know, someone just digs something up one day and they're like, oh, this isn't real.
That's what like the Journey to the Center movies are like about like
yeah.
they like read those books and they're like everybody thought they were fake or fantasy. And they turn out to be like exactly true of what
Dude,
they find.
Good childhood movie right there.
Solid. Like the OG?
Yeah.
Or the Rock one?
Well, The Rock is number 2, but yeah. The OG's better.
Dude,
yeah.
the OG, good movie.
That's the second one. The Rock one's the Atlantis one. Where they find.
I haven't seen those in so long.
Yeah.
I think I watched Journey to the Center of Earth like senior year of high school. It was like a rerun on TV, and that was the last year we had cable.
Damn.
Yeah, that first one's pretty dang good.
Dude, I enjoy it.
With Brendan Fraser.
That's who. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good actor.
Yeah.
All right, dude, his career. Have you heard of that whole conspiracy? I don't know if it's conspiracy. It's kind of the truth.
Yeah, I know that his career basically got ruined off stuff that wasn't true, but that's all I've heard.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's all I really know.
Yeah.
That's why he stopped making movies after like National Treasures and.
Yeah, the same things happened to a bunch of people.
Wasn't there like a theory about Jim Carrey, like kind of like that? Like there was a.
Oh, he's going around saying like Illuminati shit.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, him. Oh my goodness, why can't I remember his
Are those
name?
real videos or are they AI? I can't tell
I don't
anymore.
know.
I've gotten so bad.
I always I'm just like, look at the background, look at the fingers, wait for something to just disappear. But
It's true.
I think in 5 years we're probably gonna be cooked, and like it's already like my parents, God bless them. They love those AI baby videos and AI Sasquatch, and I'm like, we think we're brain rotted. It's gonna be over.
My parents are the same way. Same 2 videos. I love it though.
Like some of them, like those are funny, but dude, something about watching an AI video is just like you're already putting yourself through the just scrolling dopamine, and then it's just worse because it's like program slop.
But I was thinking about this on, like obviously like the pictures are like AI on those. Is the sound AI too, or does somebody like input like what he wants Sasquatch to say?
I'm pretty sure they just like type it up.
Yeah,
Because the voice is all the same.
That's what's even like crazier. That's what I think too.
yeah. Which the sad thing is like back when you could tell AI was AI, it was actually pretty funny. Like the presidents. Like I don't know if you ever watched that, but there was like this one YouTube channel that literally did like the presidents, which it was like Bush, Obama, Biden, and Trump. Like
They're playing COD.
yeah, playing COD, playing Wii Sports. Like that was funny, but now you're just like, oh, it just sounds like them instead of like someone doing an impersonation.
What?
No, you just
So funny.
got a little look to you.
Just excited. I don't know. You ever heard of the mud floods?
Yes.
No,
Do you know about the Tartarian civilization?
the Targaryens.
Tartarian?
Tartarian. I don't know.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
That I don't know if I believe that. Like, but the mud floods is I've not dove into it. It's just something I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Like, if you think about, you know, every civilization having like a flood myth, because like the Indus River Valley did, and then the Middle East did, because I think there's the Israelite version of Noah and the Great Flood, and then there was, I think, Egyptian, and I want to say Assyrian or Babylonian, but like all these people, and I think even the Native Americans have one that like have this myth of a great flood, which you're just like, all these cultures, although they could have mixed in some, like obviously are different, so like what happened? And then usually academics and people are just like, well, there was probably just a period of major flooding where rivers rose 20 feet, and it's like, okay. Like 2017 when the river here was like everywhere, we didn't just go, the world was flooded, it's all over. You're just like, oh yeah, the river floods like that every 20 years, versus the world was flooded and there's like no survivors.
What are your thoughts on the St. Louis or Chicago, the World's Fairs?
Oh, I don't know why we don't do those anymore. So cool.
Wait, explain that.
So some of the theories I've seen is like they'll build these crazy cities up. So like you've seen pictures of like the Chicago World's Fair, the St. Louis World's Fair. No, I'll have to show them to you. But they're like these like crazy structures that they build up. It's like well handcrafted. Like it looks like just really, really well done materials and like houses, buildings.
Okay.
And it's just like so confusing because at the end of all of them, they'll just tear them down. That's why, like, I know.
It's like it's just like a small, not small, but like it's just like an event thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But like these structures look like they would have taken thousands of years to build, or not thousands, but like tens of years to build.
Yeah.
And then they just tear it down.
Yeah. I don't know, with that it's confusing because there's no real, like, you have photos and stuff, but once you get to the modern age, like, a written record's really weird because we just decided, like, almost everyone before, I'd say, like, 1900, 1800, like, almost wrote down everything about their life, if you could read and write, which was surprisingly, like, a lot of people. They just write down everything that happened to them. But once you get to, like, the pre-modern or modern era, it's like people just quit writing stuff down. So like we don't know. I think some of those buildings they built were like temporary, but like some of them you look and you're like, how could that be temporary? And it's like, is that just the explanation for everything? And also like what just caused them to be like, hey, we're doing a World's Fair, because there's St. Louis once or twice. I know Chicago did, and then I think there was one or two in Europe.
Paris. I mean, that's why
Paris.
the Eiffel Tower exists.
Yeah.
But like it was. Do you know what the World's Fair is?
No, not really.
It's basically where like every country in the world would show off like what they've created, or like what they could do, what they've made. It is kind of a shame we don't do that anymore.
Yeah. Waffle cones were invented in St. Louis because of that.
Really?
They were serving ice cream, and I don't think it was like that big of a thing back then, but then, it's St. Louis, it's the summer, it's hot, so people were like, we need a lot, and they ran out of cones, and they still like had a bunch of ice cream because you can make it decently fast. So they basically just took all these waffles they had and were just like, smash them down, made them in a cone, put ice cream in them, and they're just like, and they started, people were like, we love this. So that's how you get the waffle cone.
The Ferris wheel was also introduced in St. Louis.
I mean, in St. Louis?
I'm pretty sure, or Chicago, one of the two American World's Fairs.
But it is crazy that you don't have like those nexus, like almost cultural events where it's like everyone's like, we're putting on our best. I mean, I guess
Tech shows, maybe. It's like our only equivalent. I don't know.
I mean, the only thing that you kind of get that today is like the Olympics. Like whatever country's hosting is like, we're doing, like, we're representing everything about our culture.
Yeah, I'd agree.
And then all the nations are like, all right, like, we're here to win. And I think it's pretty cool.
I'm glad we still have them.
Yeah. It's actually crazy when you think about it, that, because I think the first ones were like in the 1800s. They were just like, hey, we're having world competition for sports. And everyone was like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah, it is wild, actually. That's like the one thing It's like always continuous. Like you just know it's gonna happen or has happened.
Yeah, it's like every 4 years.
So, what was the deal with COVID? The COVID year, because it's supposed to be in Tokyo, right?
They just pushed it back a year.
Because we had.
That threw off the cycle.
No. They kept it. Even though that game was in 2021, they still had another one in 2024.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we get is it Winter Olympics next year?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, 26.
I'm waiting for the U.S. to get a gold in hockey. I'm kind of sad that we lost Canada. What was that?
The 4-nation face-off.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
Mhm.
Disappointing.
Dude, I'm ready for like the World Cup next year too. Like, and it's gonna be in the U.S. Well, I guess some of them will be in the U.S.
Arrowhead.
North America. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched much soccer, but I remember I think the last time, I don't know if it was the last World Cup, but it was the one where Messi won. I think was it Argentina and France or.
I know that too. That's where Messi plays. I don't know. I really only got started watching it at the last one, but I got so like I was so excited to watch it. Like it was so fun to watch.
Yeah, I was down at my uncle's lake house, and he just had it on, and I think Mbappe had a hat trick. Because I think it was France and I hope I'm getting that right, France and Argentina, but Mbappe had a hat trick, and they still ended up losing.
I think that's where Mbappe was from. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
I don't watch soccer, so.
Yeah. I mean, I've only ever watched 10 games, but if it's an exciting game where there's getting a lot of shots on goals, you're entertained, but then I'll also watch games where it's there are 3 shots the entire time, and you're like,
come on.
I think it's cool. In that whole time, there's no commercials either. During a soccer match, they don't have
miss
commercials.
that.
I never thought about that.
There's
Dude,
no commercials. You're just watching sport.
I
It's
miss
pretty cool.
having no even going back. I remember because I had I'm a Patriots fan. Sorry guys, but we recorded the 2016, the 28-3. We recorded that game. Dude, you just go back and watch it, and there's not even half the commercials you have there now.
Really?
Even regular season games, it's just dude, you're watching it's at minimum half commercials.
Yeah. Jeez.
Gotta fill that ad time, man.
Not worth it.
Not for the consumer.
No. And sports organizations are why are our ratings low? Dude, you got to pay for 15 different streaming sites, and you get to watch half ads, half football.
That pissed me off last year. Why do I need to have 7 different services to watch one team?
Yeah, guys, do not do this. Do not go to Stream East and illegally watch sports or UFC fights or anything. Do not do it. It's illegal.
That's actually our next
What was
sponsor.
that website? Never been there before.
Yeah.
No, that's what my parents, their Wi-Fi, their router just bugged out and quit a month ago, and they called the company and they're like, yeah, we can't get out there until the end of July. This was probably mid-June. They're like, what are we supposed to do then? I mean, they have stuff an antenna and stuff, so they can still watch regular DirecTV, but they can't watch any of the streaming or record anything that they would want to see. We're just so reliant on the streaming services now.
Oh, yeah. Dude, when the Wi-Fi goes out, you're like, man, I forgot how reliant I am on it.
Back to the Stone Age.
And it's just I guess I got to read a book now. I don't know, go outside, do something, time's worth. And then the Wi-Fi's back on. You're like, all right, I got to scroll.
Back to the grind. I have
Yeah.
a bad scrolling issue. Still. I don't know why.
I am getting close to deleting TikTok. But, dude, TikTok used to be so good. Conspiracy stuff, and then just, news or, funny stuff. And now it's literally, nothing I want to see except it's stuff that's meant to pull you in. And I'm just
Yeah, there are so many more ads now, and I feel it's bad whenever you get the surveys every 5 or 10 that are
my.
was the last one you watched about a product or service, or was it an ad that you just watched? I'm like, why do you need to ask me this so often? Like, you can tell if it's an ad.
Yeah, and it's like you go and you start watching something interesting, and then you see the TikTok shop link above it, and you're like, oh, this is an ad.
Or it's like a creator gets commission off of this. Oh.
Terrible.
In my feed, I'll have like 10 of those in a row, and it's like, that's not why I'm on here.
Yeah, and then you hit the not interested thing, and it's like, but you watched that for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So we're still going to pump your feed.
That's what, when I was at the lake this weekend, I went to bed, but then heard other people come in, so I got up and like went in the other room, but I left my phone on like a TikTok video the whole time for like an hour while I was in the other room, and it just kept going. 'Cause whenever I got back, it was still on it. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get so much dumb shit like this.
Have you?
Yeah, it's definitely not like my curated playlist like it was, or For You page like it was before.
Yeah.
You can refresh those.
Like your
feed.
For You?
Yeah, like oh my gosh, what's it called? Reset your algorithm. So then you can start building it brick by brick. It's either on TikTok or Instagram. I believe both of them does it now. But
Yeah, I have to watch what I like on Instagram.
I don't like that it exposes you.
Really? I've never
I don't
watched,
know,
like,
but
reels on
I enjoy seeing some people like this, and I'm like, I like that too. It's like,
One of my coworkers, not to out him, but he'll like some out of pocket shit, and then he'll go in the comment sections and comment out of pocket stuff. And so every time I'm scrolling and I see that he likes the video, I'm like, I gotta check the comments.
oh yeah, dude. Now like half the time it'll literally show like, oh hey, your friend commented this. I'm like, damn, they want your stuff public.
Outed. Nowhere safe on the internet anymore.
No.
Dude,
Reddit, maybe.
Dude, Reddit's like, I have to get off there too. I've never really been on, but it's just so much. It's just arguing, and then like half the time you'll just be like, oh hey, this entire thing blew up. Like, if you have like a niche or something you're interested in, it's like, oh, the entire Reddit like subreddit was banned. It's like all that information's gone, which honestly, dude, the old, like, one of the best things that like no longer exists on the internet were like old forums. Like, dude, old bodybuilding forums where like they'll literally have stuff out today. Like, I remember in like 2016, I just started working out for like football for high school, and I went on there and they were talking about like, oh, like what's the, like, these should be your splits and all this stuff, like diet stuff. And then in like 2018, they were talking about what's the big diet weight loss stuff now?
Keto?
No, like the actual drug.
Oh, Ozempic?
Yeah, dude, they were literally talking, GLP-1 agonizers, which is basically the I couldn't remember what the regular name was for it, but like they were talking about using that stuff back then. I was like, dude, they're like 10 years ahead of the curve almost.
Jeez.
Yeah, dude, old forums, like before it was like that Reddit central hub.
Yeah.
That's where you get all the good information.
Dude, some history stuff, because I'm a bit of a history buff. Like, dude, I remember commenting on this one thread, and I was like, man, it's got like 400 different like pages you can click on, and I was like, let me go back to the start. And it started like October 2001. I was like, this shit's been around longer than I've been alive.
Oh my god.
And I just commented on that. I was like, dude, I'm young. Like, it's actually insane. Like, and then like a lot of those sites, like once they run out of money, because usually they don't have ads on them or minimal, it's just like they're gone forever. It's like there's a lot of knowledge on there that you're like, wow, like that should be saved. Instead, we got like half the servers on the earth are just AI, like logarithms or people's personal information that's been stolen.
Or TikTok dances.
Sad. Everything's got to be monetized now. Own nothing and be happy. But this should be monetized, guys.
I was about to say, give it like 6 more episodes, and then like 50,000 more viewers.
Yeah. And then what, like 1,500 more consumption hours?
Is that for Spotify or like YouTube?
For Spotify.
Because I remember YouTube was like, you had to get, before you could start monetizing, it's like, it used to be 10,000 views and 100 subscribers. Which now I bet that's not even close.
Yeah, no, because everyone and their dog wants to be an influencer, just like us.
Yeah, it's like, but it's like you can't go into it and be like, I want to be an influencer. It's like you got to do it for fun, because that's usually like I remember like Queso. I watched him. The only reason I watched him is because someone in our group chat was like, "Dude, you look like this streamer," and he was getting like, I think like 500 or like 500 people were viewing it when I watched it, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." And then like a year later, I just see him blow up, and I'm like, "Damn." But I mean, you got to be like doing something you love. You can't just be like, oh, "I'm gonna be an influencer."
This is all for the game.
For the love of the game.
Yeah.
Pure love. But
Oh, that fireplace is just calling our name. One day.
yeah.
One day.
Do you want me to tell my jersey story?
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. So you know the jerseys we were talking about earlier when you walked in.
Slightly, yeah. I've heard like the tail end of it, yeah.
All right. Well, this is a little ad bump. Hey, if you guys want like just numbered Mizzou jerseys, like actual, like they put them on the pads and warm them out to the game or practice. Text me, get my number, get my Snapchat. You can buy them, but
We'll be posting it in the comments of the video. Just his number.
I'll link to the whole stock.
yeah,
Pick the ones you want.
dude, we've been trying to set up a website, but it's a long process. But might just go on eBay.
Honestly, yeah.
Because I've talked to a couple people that like sell sports memorabilia, and they're like, dude, just throw it up on eBay. The easiest thing you can do, which we might do. But it all started one of our friends, one of my roommates, 2022. He worked at Mizzou. I think he was an equipment guy on the football team. I don't think that was all he did, but he was just like, hey, brought home a couple jerseys because he was like, we're throwing them all out. So he got like a Drew Lock jersey and all this stuff. And I think all the equipment guys like took the ones that were like really valuable. But then he was like, yeah, we just threw the rest away. So one night I was at home. I wasn't in Columbia for some reason. And I was starting to feel pretty sick. Like I took a drink of water and I was like, oh dude, throat's sore. Like tomorrow's not going to be fun. And my buddy Heath texted me and he was like, hey, I'm hanging out with this girl, but she's trying to do something. And she was like, and she's got 5 friends, so can I go to your apartment? And I was like, shit, okay. I think they just wanted to like drink away from the bar. So I like drove to Columbia and went to my apartment and like we hung out or whatever for like 4 hours, dude. It was like 2:30 in the morning at my place. And Heath was like, dude, do you want to go look for these jerseys they threw out? And I was like, not really, but let's do it because we won't do it if we don't do it tonight. So we drove all the way down behind the stadium, the south side, right off Providence, like basically at the bottom of Providence Hill.
Okay, yeah.
And we parked up behind the stadium, and there's like a hill that goes down, and then you're right behind it, and there's these 3 of the long, like really long dumpsters that are almost like shipping containers, you know, and they're like compactors. And so me and Heath are there, and we get in there and we don't see anything. He's like, all right. I was like, oh, I guess like we can't find them or anything. And he goes, nah. And he jumps into this one that's like covered, because you have to jump down in it and then go under like the compactor and get in there. And he just jumped in there, and I was like, what? He's like, you don't have to come down here. I'm just going to be looking, because he really wanted them. And dude, I was down there. I was sitting there for like 45 minutes. And every 5 minutes I'd be like, you find him? And he's like, no. And I hear him like getting further and further up. And then dude, after an hour, I was like, all right, it's like 3:15. Like I'm ready to go to bed. And then he goes, dude, I got some. And he just pulls out this blue trash bag. And he like throws it up to me. And he's like, dude, I think there's like one more bag in there. I'm going back to get it. And I just hear him like, oh my God, like laughing and like getting all excited in there. And I was like, what's going on? And he brings like 4 more bags out. I'm like, oh my goodness. And I'm like, all right, you get all of them? He's like, dude, there's like 15 more.
What?
And we spent like the next 3 hours he'd bring them up to me, and I would carry them all the way up this hill and put them in his car. Dude, we had like I think 40 or 50 bags that he got out of there.
Like trash bags full?
Trash bags full. And then we're like, dude, what do we do with them? Like, there's a lot more than we bargained for. So what we did was we had to take 2 trips with his car down to the reactor parking lot, threw them all behind like this one dumpster. He drove me all the way back to my apartment. I got my car, and it's like 6:30 now.
Sun's coming up.
Dude, the sun was coming up, and I was like, dude, I'm tired, I'm sick. But I was like, we got to finish this. Drive my car all the way down there, and we literally filled mine and his car up, like, with trash bags, like trunks. The trunks were full, and, like, the entire car except, like, in my car, literally, like, right here, I could touch the stick and get under a trash bag and touch the volume knob. And literally everything else was trash bags full of jerseys.
Oh my god! Wait, so he climbed in this dumpster. There's just normal trash, like food and.
Oh, it was basically all. I think everything like the athletes did. And dude, he was like, dude, some of this stuff is like basically just. I think like he was like, dude, it's like all sports drink stuff because we were all like covered in this pink stuff, and then you could literally smell it. It was like so sweet, and you were like, oh yeah, this is like. All the electrolyte stuff.
Oh.
And there was a bunch of cleats and stuff in there too. Like, we should have probably grabbed more, but I don't know where we would have put it because it was just all this athletic stuff they just threw out. But yeah, I got in my car and he was like, I'm going home, which to Blackwater, which is like an hour away from Columbia. And I was like, dude, I'm going back to my apartment. I gotta go to bed. Dude drove back and I was like, I hope nothing gets stolen out of here. Because it was also, I think that was right after or right before my phone got stolen. Because it was February 2022. And it was cold out. And, but I literally just like locked my car, walked up the 2 flights of stairs, took like a 3-minute shower, fell asleep, and woke up at like 9:30 9:30 that night.
Oh, jeez.
And I texted Heath, and he finally was like, hey, like, come to Blackwater, we're sorting them out. Dude, and I think we sorted them for like 3 hours.
Oh my.
And we went back with him and my brother like a year later because we had made like, I think like $2,000. Just
what?
We were just selling jerseys to like players, like former, basically alumni. And we were like, hey, do you want your jersey? And we just haggle them. Like, I think, and Heath was like the one DMing them on like Instagram and Twitter. And then like usually they'd be in Columbia, so I'd go get the jerseys and like meet up with them and be like, hey, you want to pay $100? And they'd be like, nah, like make it 30. And I was like, 70. And they'd be like 40, and I'd be like 65. Like, come on, like you graduated 4 years ago.
So these weren't like the class of 22's jerseys, like or the 21, like the ones from the year prior. It was like a bunch of them, like a bunch of different years.
Yeah, it was.
Whoa, that is awesome.
Yeah, so I think we had like 800, 900 jerseys.
Jeez.
From what I probably more because I just checked on because we put them in a Google sheet after like a year because we were like, let's just inventory everything
smart.
we have.
Smart.
And there's like 700 rows, but there's also rows where we have like 12 jerseys.
Jeez.
So we made like $1,800 just selling them to people. Like I even shipped one. It like took, I think it was like 6 months because I shipped one to this guy. And then his girlfriend texted me like 3 months later and was like, hey, we never got this. I think she thought we were like scamming them because they had already paid. She was like, so is there any way we can get it? And I was like, oh yeah. And I went to, I think, UPS or FedEx. They're like, oh yeah, we've just had this box here for like 2 months. The guy didn't give you his like apartment number, so we couldn't deliver it. I'm like, there's two apartments there, I think. Because I like looked it up on Apple Maps, and it's literally like a duplex. And I was like, you could have just dropped it in the middle, and they would have found it. So then we did that, and I was like, oh yeah, it's sent. She was like, oh my goodness, thank you so much. I'm so sorry, my boyfriend, he's so stupid. He didn't give you the apartment number. And I was like, don't worry. Like, we're not that close. I don't need to know about your drama. But it was pretty cool. I got to meet, I forget what his name was, big dude, like 6'5", 6'6". And I just met him on the top of the Hit Street parking garage with 2 jerseys, and he was like, it was a mess because he's like, do you have Venmo? And I was like, yeah. But then his Venmo wouldn't work because his bank didn't, like, for some reason his bank wasn't working. So eventually he had to Zelle pay Heath's brother. And then Heath's brother sent that money to me, and the message on it was so fucking funny. It was like, what am I, a drug mule or something? Because he didn't know what it was about. He just got money sent to him.
Got the money.
And he texted him and was like, send that to Brady. But
So you would meet up with people, like, in person?
oh yeah,
Whoa.
it's like I think it was like 3 or 4 people.
Did they ever like ask you like how you got their jersey, or like they just didn't really care? They just wanted them back.
A couple asked, and I think they asked Heath mostly, but a couple asked me, and I was like, dude, they just threw them out, and we like found them. Like, I don't think I told the same story twice. Like, once I was like, so I was like, didn't know the legality of it, but I mean, they threw it out. But we were just like, yeah, dude, we just saw that they trashed this, and it's, it's terrible that they did this. It's like, this is your guys' stuff. Why would they do that? But there was a couple that were like, can we just get it back for free? Like, it's all love. It's like, no. Sorry, brother.
This is a business. We got to monetize everything.
Yeah. It's like, come on. Like, you've been graduated 3 years. I know you have more than $20.
Finders keepers.
Yeah. But yeah, I think to one of the homecoming parties, I literally just wore a jersey because I always had one in the back of my car just to show to people. I don't know if it's still there. I might have hidden it away after my car got broken into that one time. But dude, it was crazy. And it was just, dude, it was so cold that night, and I was just like walking up the hill every time with like bags, and I was like, dude, I want to go to bed. Like but it was worth it. Paid for one of my spring breaks, but yeah, if any of y'all want jerseys,
I might have to look at that list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like fully what I was thinking. I was
we
like,
got gold, white, and black. And you can have numbered, almost any number you want.
Do they have names on them?
Some of them do. Some of them are just numbered. So if you just want,
yeah, that's pretty.
and like, hey, this is my jersey I played.
Did you guys like wash them, or just like just how you wash them?
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's dedication.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a business. That's like legit business. Then,
Yeah. We didn't put them in a washing machine. We were hand washing them because it was like, we were like, it's going to be way faster if we just like.
Were they like that dirty?
No, they weren't.
They were probably like just used for like a practice or something, or like a game.
A game or practice, but like, I'm pretty sure like all the equipment guys like wash that stuff.
I was about to
Oh,
say,
yeah,
it was
they
probably
might
clean
do.
already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Just sitting in a box somewhere.
Yeah, so I think I was only there, I think, one day that they were cleaning them, but I think they just threw them in a tub and like washed a bunch of them.
Makes sense.
Maybe threw some in the washing machine, but
Man, 800 jerseys would take forever. Or
Yeah.
industrial. You'd have to go you had to rent out a laundromat for like a day.
yeah, just be like, yeah, I got 10 machines running, but put $1 in each of them. But yeah, great business decision, dude. I think we've only sold like 40 or 50, and we made a lot of money on them. So
It is pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
the only thing that like has us confused a little is like, how do we say like this is authentic? Like,
Yeah.
we didn't just
Make
someone
it-
in China
yeah.
to
This
print
is your ad right now.
The real, we went into the dumpster to get them, so blood, sweat, and tears went into this. But
It is true because they won't have like the authenticator like sticker that
Yeah.
you, like in the professionals. I don't know if they do that in college yet.
I don't know,
Probably.
with how much money is in college football now, probably not all college sports, but football, dude.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, like, I don't know. Plus, you can kind of feel it.
Yeah.
Like, for the longest time, they barely sold Mizzou jerseys besides, like,
Yeah.
like number 18, and they felt like crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I have like a Walmart Mizzou jersey that's just like the number one. Like
Yeah, I literally
generic,
think
but
the only Mizzou jerseys I owned for like the longest time was like a Jeremy Maclin jersey, because I bought it when they still sold stuff like that before the whole well, you can't make money off name and likeness, like the university can and the players can't. So, which I'm kind of glad that's over.
Me too. College football's back.
Yeah. Now it's just like, are we inflating the market a little too much with boosters? Because, dude, some deals I see, I'm like, dude, that's an NFL contract.
Oh yeah.
What's Arch is making a crazy amount,
Dude.
right?
Better
Yeah.
hope that works out. Because, dude, you can piss NFL fan bases off, but dude, if you like, college fan bases are 10 times worse.
That's true. That is a good point.
Like the amount of dude, watching like any Instagram or like Twitter feed of during Mizzou basketball. Oh my God, it's just like someone needs to find this kid's house. We need to throw him out off campus. It's like, dude, he had one bad game.
And it's like 50-year-old men getting mad at 18-year-olds.
Yeah. Yeah, and Mizzou's not even that bad. You go into the rest of the SEC, like, I would hate to play on Alabama right now because those fans and boosters have been like, oh, we've been great for 30 years. It's like,
Yeah.
yes, Saban retired.
That's what I feel like. Mizzou fans, like on like Twitter or social media, like go after like other fan bases more so than just like attacking like our own.
Yeah, we do get a lot of heat, though, because they're like, you're not SEC, but then we
Yeah.
also get Big 12 people who are like, you're not Big 12. It's like, what are we?
Except in person. You know, like Mizzou fans don't go against other schools. I feel like we go against ourselves the most.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever I went to Alabama last year with like Jonathan and
Oh yeah.
that whole group, we went down there and we talked about how like Mizzou fans will literally just fight each other. And it's
yeah.
like we were the only people screaming at each other really. Like no Bama fan was mad at us.
Oh, yeah. The funniest stuff I've ever seen, like on Instagram or Twitter, is like watching the Mizzou ball game today, and it's like a glass of whiskey and a gun on a table. Oh. Or there's this one guy. It was like a Facebook post, but it's been used on so many sports things, and it's nothing to smile about today. And it was just like a dude in a Mizzou hat. Like I even made one where I edited myself into it. I think after we lost to like South Carolina and were knocked out of the playoffs for sure, I was like, dude, we've been so close for like 3 years.
You think this is the year?
Every year's our year until it ain't. Every year's our year until my heart gets shattered.
Till game 6 and then
Yeah. Last year was just Brady Cook was injured, which was sad because I think he could have had a really good year, and he was just hurt the whole season.
but that was probably one of the greatest moments. Like that's one of my favorite Mizzou moments. Him coming back, getting hurt and coming back.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it's just like, not last year, but the year before. Dude, the K-State. I was literally watching that on Stream East. And, legally, of course. But I was FaceTiming one of my buddies that was in the military because for some reason, he couldn't get the game. And then I see we get the penalty, and it's like 5 yards longer, and it goes from being like a 56 to a 61-yard field goal. And I'm like, dude, like the Auburn game the year before, it's like everything's against us. We always shoot ourselves in the foot. And then he just nailed it. And I was like, oh, my goodness. Or the Florida game, 4th and 17.
Yeah, the 4th and 17.
Beautiful pass. I don't know how Florida's just like, oh, man, their best player. Let's make sure he does. Oh, he got the ball. Damn it. Or I'm trying to remember. Oh, I think it was the Vanderbilt game. My Wi-Fi literally cut out. And I was like, there's no way we win this. Because did we go to overtime against them?
Was it
This last
double?
year. Yeah, it might have been
Triple?
double.
Yeah,
It was like a lot, whatever.
I just remember they were on like the 3-yard line, and we didn't score before. And I was like, oh, and my Wi-Fi cuts out. And I'm like, and I was like, well, better not to get your heart broken, And then all of a sudden, I just hear all that, like 30 seconds later, boom, boom. And I was like, oh my God, did we score? So then I go, and I'm like, ESPN, like constantly refreshing the score, like, what happened? And then it was like, Mizzou wins. And I was like, oh my God, I missed it. I can't believe I missed that.
We were at our buddy's wedding.
Yeah.
And it was in the middle of this like barn, like Kansas City, like out in the middle of nowhere. Not Kansas City, but it was like
What was it, like Lee Summit?
Lee Summit area, but like I wouldn't say like the main part of Lee Summit,
Yeah.
the outer spread. And there was one spot in this whole barn that had like internet reception, and it was like 20 people sitting in a corner on someone's phone, like trying to show the game.
Dude,
What a time.
it gets your heart rate up. I feel bad for all the older folks watching. It's like you got to keep your blood pressure down. You're gonna have a heart attack.
That's what Mizzou's best for.
Yeah, I think if anything, the future looks bright for football and basketball. So
That 5-star we just got, was it 4-star for basketball?
for basketball? I think it was
I think,
Five?
I think he was a 5 because he's the second highest ever recruit.
Yeah. I think we're gonna do good. Like, went from not winning a game or an SEC game to should have gone farther in the playoffs, but we played probably our worst matchup in a very slow paced team. Which
Wow.
the good thing about tournaments is, like, you know, it's a coin flip at the end of the day. But you know, you do a lot better in the regular season because we beat. It wasn't Alabama, or was it Alabama early in the season?
Or we beat Alabama, Florida, Kansas.
Yeah, we went on a tear there. Because, like, if we shot the ball well, like, I don't think anyone could beat us.
Yeah.
Just might be the Mizzou fan in me, but, dude, when you're shooting like 40% from 3, there's not much the other team can do. But I enjoy Mizzou sports
Me too.
as much as I don't like the heartbreak.
I don't think any of us do, but that's just part of being a fan.
Yeah,
The cycle. It's like before season, get excited.
yeah,
Season starts, hell yeah. Halfway through, fuck.
yeah.
At the end, utter disappointment.
It's the definition of that meme circle thing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
which it always sucks because, like, we'll have one bad loss in the middle of the season, and then we go on a tear, and we're like last year, we beat South Carolina, and then a couple other losses, like, happen. It's like, dude, you have a good shot at the committee going, like, you got good wins, and your losses aren't bad, and then we lost to South Carolina, and I was like, damn it.
We have the easiest path to the CFP
This year?
this year,
Yeah.
but we're still rated like 12 preseason.
That's a lot of pressure on them.
I mean, do we play Alabama or
Yep.
Alabama and A&M, I think?
Mm-hmm. Both at home, though.
Yeah, which last year, like on College Football 25, I was like, dude, playing away those two games was rough.
Stadium pulse was too high.
Yeah. We are not kicking the ball. We're going for 2 every time.
Oh, did you get the new one?
No. Is it on Game Pass?
I don't think so, not yet.
Sadly.
I got it on some. If you have Game Pass, you can get it for $10 less.
Oh.
So back to the OG price of $60.
I have been grinding a different game with Aaron right now. I've been on the Rainbow Six grind, which is not
Nice.
fun.
Where you at now?
I am in gold, but what Aaron, my brother, and this other guy I play with are all. One of them is trying to get into diamond, and Aaron's in emerald now, and my brother, where he's ranked, because technically your rank isn't your actual rank; it's hidden from you, but he's emerald, and it's not a lot of fun playing against guys that are better than you. But then when you beat him, you're like, dude, I'm so mean. If, like, we beat a team that I know, like, we shouldn't have beat, I'm messaging everyone like, easy, free low, free,
Free low.
dude. And the amount of people I've gotten banned from messaging, I'm just like, enjoy your vacation, brother. You shouldn't have said that word.
Damn.
Dude, Xbox is strict about that.
Yeah, what's up with that? That kind of ruined online gaming.
Have they
for
gotten
me.
bad about it?
Oh, yeah. Dude, I got banned one time for sending emojis. I don't even know how. It was like 2020. Like, I think I sent a couple smiley faces or something and got banned.
Jarrett got a month-long ban
From, like, texting or from, like,
from COD voice comms.
from voice comms?
Oh.
That's what I hate voice comms on games. I'm not very good. It's like, but if I hear like a voice comm, I'm way more likely to like report that than like a text one like after the game.
Yeah. Oh, man, dude. Call of Duty, my prime was Modern Warfare 2019. And then Cold War, I was probably at my best, which people didn't really like that game, but I loved it. And me and a bunch of our, like me, Josh, I don't know how much Sam, but Gage played with us. Dude, we were cooking Search and Destroy. Then I had one friend who was actually like playing ranked. Like that was I think the first COD that actually had like a separate ranked game mode. But it was pretty fun. I actually got my IP, I guess, doxed one time.
No.
Which is funny because it wasn't where I was living. I don't know how he found this information, but I was playing Star Wars Battlefront. And me and my buddy Heath were playing 2v2 duels, hero duels, and we beat these guys really badly. And this dude just messaged me. He was like, you think you're hot shit or something? And I was just like messing with him. And he was like, oh yeah, like, do you live in Kirksville?
Whoa.
And like I just like 3 months before left Kirksville because I transferred to Mizzou, and I was like, dude, don't do it. dude, don't dox me. And then he like pulled up like, I think it was like just the dorm I lived in, and he was like, yeah, don't play with me or something. I was like, dude, how do you pull the wrong IP? I don't know. That was just because it's where I kept my Xbox for like a year or what. But it was the funniest. And it's like, you think out of everything, like Star Wars Battlefront, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's the only time I've ever actually been like, I should ban this guy. Like,
You didn't want to spill on your secrets.
Yeah, but it's still funny. Like, dude, old gaming, this game's gone, but I miss it, dude.
I did a lot of growing up when I was younger, playing like
Oh yeah,
Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2,
yeah, dude.
Halo 3.
Getting on like, I never got to play Halo 3 multiplayer because I was late. I had a PS2 forever. Then I saw everyone had the Xbox 360. And my mom was like, you don't need that. So I was like a year or two late on everyone getting it. So I think Halo Reach and Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2 were like my first 3 like first person shooters. Dude, they were, if you played bad and if you like talked in voice chat like I did, there was no mercy.
You couldn't. We were like 11
Yeah.
when those games came out.
Like, you squeaker, get off the game. It's like, oh my god, why are these guys mean? But then like you get to like 16 and 17, you're playing against a 12-year-old, and you're like, I understand now.
And now, just
Now you can't say anything.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't say I never talk in game. Ever.
Yeah. Dude.
I miss that part though, like because you'd run into random people, then like
Yeah.
stay in the same lobby as them, and then you could shit talk back and forth, or I had a lot of friends that way,
Really?
Oh yeah.
and it's crazy to see like them like last online 10 years ago.
Dude, the last time I think that happened was on Cold War. It was like me, Aaron, I think Sam Quinn, and Ethan. And we just met this dude in a search and destroy lobby. And he had like the most insane voice ever. Like, literally sounded like dude, go do voiceovers, like go do ads. Like, you would make money. And we literally played with him for like 6 hours, and then we just added each other. I guess he was a Twitch streamer.
What?
Like, he hadn't streamed in forever because he was like, I'm getting my doctorate, so I can't really stream. I'm like, okay, dude. We're undergrads, quit flexing. But he was a good dude. His name, I think, was like Mark Summers. Like Mark M. Summers on Twitch. I don't know if he started streaming again, or I think he might have even been getting married, dude. But it's just like, you meet people like that and you can't anymore. Like, nobody talks. Internet's gone.
Private parties, man. It's just way safer.
Yeah. Yeah, safer for younger people. Internet's full of, I mean, it probably was back then, but there's some demons out there. Some bad people.
That's what I saw on TikTok the other day. Not like on like the bad side, I guess, but it was this like 30-year-old dude drove up to this like 8-year-old kid's house because he played Roblox with him, and his mom, like the kid's mom, walked her. He's like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "I'm sorry, we played Roblox together, and he said he had a hot mom and that I should come meet his hot mom." And she's like, "Why would you tell him that you have a hot mom?" and he's like, I'm sorry, like he just said you were hot and I needed to come meet you." And she's like, "Well, you're not bad looking, like you can come inside." And she's like, "Shit, it worked out."
Dude, W Kid, he was like, I know how I can get on the game more.
Yeah.
Wild. Why is he that old playing Roblox?
That's why I was like, why Roblox of all
Like,
things?
I mean, Aaron and us will hop on every once in a while, but
Yeah, I hopped on. Dude, it's just something like once you've, like, you're on for a late Friday night, and you're like, we played all we can in one game. It's just like, dude,
that is true. It is one of those games.
like,
yeah.
oh, what's the big one now? I saw it on Instagram Reels, like grow a garden or something on
Yeah.
Roblox.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Dude, people are spending like hundreds of real world dollars to do this, and I'm like, oh my god. And it's like families are all like trying to grow a garden better than. Like,
That's what somebody that works in my office brought their kid in for a little bit this morning, and that's what they were playing was Roblox Grow Garden.
dude, the amount of money you could make in that game is actually insane. Like if you have a well-made one that doesn't get banned, cause
you make real money off of it?
oh yeah, like if you have like your own server and you like do stuff where you can like, you know, buy, like spend money to buy like, I think it's Robux. Dude, the amount of like you get commission off of it.
I never do that.
Yeah. I forget. There was one guy. He was a streamer before COVID, and I think he's quitting. But he was like, dude, I literally retired because he had like some game running from like 2012 to like, I think 2021. He was like, yeah, dude, it was making me like $50,000 a month.
Jeez.
The wrong business, man.
Dude, looking back, there's so many opportunities where like if you were in the know, you could have made a lot of money.
It's hard to be in the know in
Yeah.
the now.
Well, now it's just
Whoa.
like dude, all markets are flooded, like, especially because a lot of the influencers are like, hey, here's how you make money quick.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Here's your passive income or
Yeah.
I love access to information, but it's also we have too much access.
Yeah.
And everybody has access.
Well, it's very complicated, but basically ad money's gone through the floor. That's why AI like exploded so fast, is because advertisers realized they were like paying way too much money because they're like paying for people's stolen information, or stolen or legally stolen, I guess. But they realized they were like, we can't actually make that like as much money as we're like paying. So all these companies, like all these advertisers, pulled money out, and all these like apps, websites were like, well, what do we do? Ad money's dried up, and we have all this information with like no money, like with no, like we're paying to keep it stored. So all these tech companies were like, hey, like we need to run our AIs through like a massive amount of like human information to like train them to spit out stuff. So that the market literally shifted, like I think within a year, like right after COVID, shifted within a year to like all your personal data is now just being thrown through like AI trainers. Like all the writing sites online, like if you posted anything that had to do with writing, like an AI is more than likely like just trained off your work, and people weren't happy with that.
And there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, well, it's like, first of all, you posted it on the internet. It's like you think putting your name on it means you own it. It's like, I'm sorry. You got to be smarter than that.
We've opened Pandora's box.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see when we hit episode 60.
We will be AI. We won't even be here talking.
We won't even be here.
It's just going to be an AI.
We
video.
probably have enough footage.
Oh, yeah.
Just voice of us talking.
Yeah, the only thing you guys would really need is just if you wanted the visual aspect.
What if it was like us sitting here and then it was just all the AIs talking?
What if we are AI right now?
Whoa.
Sorry.
I feel like I'd be smarter. I don't
I
think
would
life would
too.
be this bad. Come on, guys.
Well, I think that's a good spot to end it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any final thoughts?
Nothing really. If you guys want jerseys, let me know.
Hit the man up.
You know the outro.
I actually haven't finished an episode. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
All right, this isn't going out. How does it end?
How does it end? We can do it together. Choo choo.